Hello everybody. I hope that you're well. If you are new to my channel, a huge welcome. You are very welcome here. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. I am grateful for every single one of you. And I am just delighted to share this space with you. So this video really is an introduction to Ever Blooming. What is Ever Blooming? Why have I created an entire channel around Ever Blooming? Why am I building an entire new business around the concept of Ever Blooming? Well, firstly, let me just say this. Ever blooming for me has been a journey. It has been a journey in where I have returned back to myself, back to my natural rhythm, and really kind of uncovering all of the things that essentially make me me today, right? And it encompasses one of my greatest passions, which is business. I absolutely love business. And for everyone who works with me, no matter kind of how they work with me, whether you're a client, whether we're doing one-to-one sessions, whether I'm offering workshops or group coaching or gatherings or doing all of the things, right? I am somebody who really, really believes in the power of entrepreneurship. I think that, entrepreneurship can change the world. I am somebody who really fundamentally believes in people, and I will be your forever cheerleader. And I think I wanted to build something really that really included all of that, took all of the essence of what business is and wrapped it into something that was hopefully helpful. And I think to help people meet where they are in their journey at the moment, right? So when I look at things like, building a business, there are lots and lots of different stages. We talk a lot about a startup stage, and that's very, very exciting. It's where all the ideas are flowing. It's where motivation is. It's where your go, go, go energy, comes into play. And then we have this piece of what I call the bit in the middle. And, you'll see that I allude to the bit in the middle an awful lot on this channel as well, because the bit in the middle, I think, is the piece that very, very, very few people actually speak about. And when I looked up a stat on the interweb to find out why, I think it was like only 23% of businesses or founders move through what we call the bit in the middle, so that they then go on to achieve growth. And there is much discussion out in the world, right, about what success means and what growth means and how we shouldn't feel guilty about wanting to have, abundance and prosperity, as well as, being able to build something intentionally and slowly. And there's just so many different words and there's so many different ways that we can build. But I think more and more what I'm seeing for everybody is that more and more people are coming into the bit in the middle where they start to loop because they actually realize that maybe what wasn't working for them before is no longer working for them now, right? And they want something different. We want a different life. We want something that feels more like us. And this is where Ever Blooming emerged from. It is the ability to be able to return back to ourselves, to help us move through the bit in the middle and come home to ourselves, right? And to create and to expand and to build and generate money and do all of the things from that place. Now, across my channel, I do also talk about things like human design. Human design's been part of my life for 7 years. I am a projector. That is my energy type that I operate as. And it is something that I'm incredibly passionate about. I no longer do readings, even though I have done around nearly 700 readings now. And it's just something that I integrate into my work. It helps me to understand people at a lot deeper level. It helps me to understand kind of the landscape and things, how to actually build something that is in alignment with who you are requires you to actually know the person in front of you. It requires you to ask all of the questions and to dig deep and then to figure out what the truth is underneath all of that. And that is something that I have done for many, many years. And in fact, at one point, it was just a really odd thing that people thought I just did. Whereas now it's something that I think a lot of people are actually craving for. They want to be seen, they want to be recognized, they want something that's going to meet them where they are at the moment. And so, for me, using human design is one way of being able to do that. But throughout my own journey as well, I've used belief coding from a self-facilitation perspective, so being able to kind of dispel a lot of the beliefs that I have in order to be able to return back to the rhythm of me. I have also, done lots of nervous system regulation. I've released weight that I no longer needed to carry. And so everything that I do on this channel is an expression of something that I have moved through in my own life, in the hope that it would also help you move through yours. And I think as well, as we come together through connection, as we come together through the stories that we share, I think it also helps me as well, because this is a two-way thing, right? It's a two-way conversation. And this is why I'm so excited. Ever blooming as well, it's a multifaceted business because I am a multifaceted person. I have multiple passions, and I don't build business in a very singular way. I don't see just one thing, right? I'm able to kind of see the whole ecosystem. And I like to have an anchor, the thing that keeps us centered, but I like to also look at all of the different layers that can actually surround that anchor. And I think more and more people, especially in the creative industries, especially people building independent businesses, are currently trying to work out how do they bring all the things to the table? How can they build something that sustains and fuels the life that they want to live, right? By doing something that they love in a way that makes sense in the world. And for me, that is all about multi-structure, right? It's about having lots of different layers in your business. But you can't be something to everybody. And if you try to hold it all at once, it becomes overwhelming. It becomes confusing. You'll procrastinate. You won't move forward. Right? All the things. So what we want to do is be able to kind of take those things bit by bit, map them all out, create this that sort of map of your world, and then slowly, step by step, look at each one and see how they all emerge. I also talk about things like building a conscious business. And basically, what that means is that something that comes from in here. But for it to come from in here, you have to be honest with yourself. And that's where a lot of the extra healing work comes in, right? Around kind of, burnout and maybe some of the stories that you've believed about yourself, maybe some of the beliefs that you now have no longer serve the life that you want to live, right? And it's about giving you freedom to be able to express that. And it's about, sharing your gifts and your light with the world because we all need it so much. And I'm really excited. I'm excited for this time right now. I'm excited for the fact that so many people are wanting to build consciously. I'm excited for the fact that so many people, really kind of want to build a life that can hold who they are, right? And so these are all the things that I talk about on this channel, and this is what Ever Blooming for me encompasses. And as I move through my journey with Ever Blooming, which I will continue to share with you all, lots of different things will emerge. So, for example, right now I'm hosting gatherings here on the Isle of Wight. I'm planning a retreat which I'm hoping to host in September. There are things now starting to emerge as a result of this work, so it's something tangible. I do also write over on Substack as well. I release an article every single week. I talk about all sorts of things, from clarity through to what it's like to actually have true friendship, through to releasing weight in your body, through to talking about things that are very woo, because I am very woo, lots and lots of different things. So if you want to join me over there, you are very, very welcome. But if nothing else, I hope that you enjoy the videos. I hope that you're able to take just a nugget of something away. And as always, I would be so delighted to hear from you. I wish you all much love and I will speak to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.